All right, here's my bullet session on building a resume or writing your resume. I'm sorry, you work to build your resume. You take all of that work you've done and you write a resume. I've included 10 tips and then also 2 resource documents. So I wanted this bullet session to be a standalone, but then also to be kind of a marketing ploy to get you to come to my Genius Hour on how to write a resume. So my 10 tips, let's get into them. One of them, not everyone is going to agree with, but I feel strongly about it. We'll get that in just a second. So in preparation for writing the resume, that's the top line of tips you see. You've got to research the job. You got to know the description. You got to know the qualifications, and you've got to research the company. You got to know what it is that you're going to do and who you're going to do it for before you start writing your resume. Get a compilation of your experiences and a compilation of your unique skill sets. And then align those things so that you can take your skills and experiences, align to what you researched about the job and about the company to be able to put your resume as a good fit. Your resume is going to be a changing document based on the places you apply and the jobs you apply for, because you want your resume to highlight why you're a good fit for that company and specifically about that job description. So once you're ready, then you're ready to actually put it together. So you got to format the document. You got to make sure you've got your contact information on it. I have seen resumes, and there are people who do not have a job at Thomas Dale simply because they didn't put contact information on their resume. Not a good look. Organize your content according to how it's how it makes sense for the job you're doing. Like for example, when we get into my resume, because my resume is what's included for the template, you're going to see that I only have 2 sections of my resume. Aside from my header, where my name is and my contact information is just my educational background and my experiences. That's it. It's just organized. My content is organized into 2 spots. Here's the tip that not everyone agrees with, but I feel strongly about. Keep your resume to 1 page. And then finally, you can list your references. It is optional. Most applications will require you to list your references or to upload a reference letter or to give the contact information for the references. You are more than welcome to list your references along with their contact information directly on your resume so that you and who you are is literally on 1 page. So real quick, the resume builder, you can see this is almost like a worksheet that I've created for you to give you some prompts, some things to think about. And then you just come over here in the worksheet and you just start listing over here so you can get ready to write your resume, listing all these things out so that when you research the job and the company, you can take this worksheet that you've kind of filled out. It's kind of like a draft, and then you can start to formulate and make that match. And then finally, I've included literally, this is my resume. You see, it's 1 page. I've got 2 sections, education and employment, and then how I've organized it is chronologically with the most recent thing first. So you can see my most recent degrees are first, and then even in my employment history, you can see that my most recent jobs are first, all the way to some earlier employment. So that is my bullet session on how to write a resume. This hopefully will stand alone, and I'm trying to keep it under 3 minutes and 30 seconds. But hopefully this also entices you to come hang out with me for Genius Hour on how to build or how to write your resume. Thanks, guys.